Hello and welcome to another update video about Polkadot. Polkadot has failed to reach the wave 3 target. But before we get to that, let's take a look at the overall Elliott Wave count. So at the moment we can, as I said in the previous video, we can be carefully optimistic that Polkadot has already seen the low. It has bottomed out here at around $6 in that wave 2 here. The overall wave 2 that ended the overall bear market for Polkadot. That is at the moment with 60% probability likely. There is still a 40% probability that we will make a lower low. Yeah, that is sort of the probability I would assign to it at the moment, because I can't stand here and sit here and say with full confidence that the low is in. It's just not possible at this stage yet. We still have to consider the risk that we will come down lower. Yeah, so first of all, and again, questions always come up, when can we be sure? Well, you will never be 100% sure, because welcome to crypto, welcome to financial markets. But as soon as we see something play out like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if we get those 5 waves complete on a meaningful level, and then we come down in an ABC pattern, so basically that 5-wave move would be your first wave, your first larger wave, your first impulse to the upside, where we'll take out a lot of important resistance levels. When we then get all of this corrected again, this is an ABC pattern. So when you have a first impulse finished, then you will get all of this corrected in a larger ABC pattern in a wave 2 on a lower time frame. It's the same story like with this wave 1 and 2. It's just a lower degree wave. It's not that meaningful. This was also a first impulse consisting of 5 waves, and it got corrected in a ABC correction, well actually a WXY correction, which is just a little bit more of a complex corrective wave. But here you can see how it moved up. Yeah, we made a higher high, and then this move got corrected again, and quite a bit. Yeah, I think we retraced more than 50% of that move. So the same thing will happen as soon as we have 5 waves complete on this higher wave degree. All of this will then also be corrected down in an ABC pattern. It's the same story as this one. It's all in fractals. This is just a higher degree wave. So, and this is a meaningful degree. So it will tell us if we then get those 3 waves down and make a higher low, and then see a few green candles here and maybe a first impulse on a smaller degree, then that is the best indication you can get. And as a trader or investor, you obviously need to decide, do you want to buy in as low as possible? Do you risk that we go down lower, or do you wait for this first impulse to play out, and then do you wait for the first correction to play out? That requires some patience, but it is the best indication you can get. You won't pick the absolute low, but you will probably have the best balance out of a best possible low and the best confirmation that you can get, really, okay? I mean, even this ABC won't give you absolute certainty. That's why I always try to wait for a first impulse on the lower time frame after the wave C is complete to the upside, because it then can give us a good indication that, yeah, the low is in and we can cascade higher. Now, what is happening here? There are a couple of possibilities now for this Elliott Wave count. We obviously, current assumption here would be that, or maybe to start with, so the current bullish scenario I've outlined here on the chart is valid as long as we hold this wave 2 low. And that wave 2 low is at 655. So if we go below 655, it will invalidate all of this. Okay. So we currently have here, a few possibilities to sketch this out. Unfortunately, we missed the wave 3 target, so that doesn't necessarily mean it's a weak chart, because we still are making higher highs and higher lows at the moment. This could be within this 3rd wave, yeah, where we would normally try to reach that area here between the 1.618 and the 200% extension, between basically $9.95 and $10.80. Could mean that in this wave 3 we have only just now done the first wave of the wave 3, which would consequently mean this wave 3 will go much higher. That would be the bullish view of this. And we can, as I said, we can be carefully bullish as long as we stay above $6.55. So that means that this actual target should move a bit higher. we would then, because we can count this as an impulse, what's coming up here. So again, we can label this as a subwave, basically a wave 1 of the wave 3. That this here then is the wave 2 of the wave 3, and nothing has changed in terms of the wave count. It's just that we are moving, at the moment we retraced, oh no, we actually in this wave moved up in a wave 1 more than you would normally anticipate. But we didn't reach the wave 3 target, which means that now that we come down in a corrective wave pattern, we are now expecting the retracement to stop at some point and then move up in a wave 3 of the wave 3. And again, that is valid as long as we stay above $6.50. At the moment, we have to assume this is wave 2. We can look at the Fibonacci retracements where we would ideally wait for wave 2 to stop, or expect it to stop, and that would be the ideal level, would be the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level that is at 754. So keep an eye on that 754 level. It's also the previous wave X high, so that will be important support. Okay, so keep an eye on that level. Should we lose that level, we're probably going to come down to $7.10, the 78.6% Fib level, but ideally this retracement in a wave 2 is contained by the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement level. Yeah, that's important. From here at some point, I would then, in a bullish scenario, expect the move up. So here, Polkadot has another chance to reverse to the upside in a wave 3 in yellow then, and we can also calculate the target for that. That would be, let's say we come down to that 750 level, 755. The target would then be 1184 for that yellow wave. Okay, we'll see if we get there. What we also need to understand is that as long as we are in this move down here, in this temporary downtrend, you know, we are as long as we need to basically in there. So even if we have retracement levels and support levels and so on, if we don't get a bullish signal, then we can't assume we get out of this. Okay, so again here we try to break out of this descending trend line, failed, which is actually a fake out, which is an indication that it goes down a little bit more. So again, I can only encourage you to take a look at this trend line. If you do trading, don't just assume, but wait for signals. Yeah, we've got the combination here of Fibonacci levels, the wave count, and a clear signal based on technical targets and trend lines that get broken. So there would always be a good indication that the wave 2 has bottomed out, a move above that, and then of course when we move higher, the next key resistance will actually be this wave 1 high, the previous wave 1 high here at $8.08, and then the wave A high here at $8.85, and then we can move higher in that wave 3. All we need to do is we need to ensure we don't drop below 650 or 652, 655 roughly. Yeah, plus it depends on the exchange. You've got a few minor differences there between exchanges, and yeah, that's currently what we look at. And only if we go below that level that I just mentioned, then we have to assume that we will actually make a lower low below $5 and $6 basically. Yeah, the swing low here from the 13th of July. And if that happens, then I think a major level of support would be here the $5.60 level, the 88.7% Fib level. Ideally, we don't want to see Polkadot go below this level. So for now, we're forming a nice U shape here, and let's see if we can continue with that upside pressure. But we are not out of the woods yet. As I said, there's still a lot of risk that we come down, but we can become carefully optimistic. Okay, and that's my current update here about Polkadot. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.